Okay, so here I am looking rough as hell. I just woke up and oh my god, I've just seen so many comments and questions. If you don't know, my cat Toothless, actually, I think she's there. She's just chilling over there right now. My cat Toothless actually was in the newspaper in my area. Let me get comfy. She was in the newspaper in our area because she attacked a burglar that came to our house, and Lad Baby actually posted about it, and it went so viral. Like, well, I won't say massively viral, but for me, like, viral. And I'm so, like, proud of her. I didn't think this story would get any wind, to be honest. And some of the comments just make me feel so much better about the situation. For people who don't know, basically what happened is at like 3:30 in the morning, I got a call off my boyfriend's phone. And I was a bit confused and dazed because I just woke up. I answered it. Can I do? It was like, hello. And they were telling jokes about, like, is your refrigerator running or something like that? Then you better catch it. You know, shitty jokes like that. And I was like, this isn't Cam. And I looked over and I saw Cam was in the same bed with me. And I was like, who's this? I was so confused. And it was like, we just robbed you. And I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, go downstairs. We just robbed you. So I woke Cam up and I went downstairs. And they robbed us. Like, I looked, our Xbox was gone, PS4 was gone, games, a few other things, and they completely wrecked our house as well, like, just pushed shit over just for the fun of it. And then they started, like, messaging us, like, why'd you have so many Amazon parcels, and your house stinks, and blah, blah, blah. Bear in mind, we had just moved in, like, 2 months ago. This was, like, our first ever house, like, other than renting, and it was supposed to be, like, our forever house, you know. It was where we pictured, like, raising our kids and growing old and, you know, just it was just supposed to be like our future. And I immediately called the police, and they said that they're dealing with the situation, but they'll be there as soon as they can. And I was like, okay, letting them know that they're still messaging us off his phone. They stole Cam's phone, by the way. I didn't mention that they stole his phone. Brand new, literally 2 days old, and we left it on the side. So apparently they stole his phone. That's how they were, like, calling us and stuff like that. And they basically were calling us, and I could hear a girl, like, giggling in the background, so I knew he wasn't alone. And he was just saying the most vile stuff, saying that how they're going to come back and they're going to hurt me and do things to me, specifically me. I'm not going to say everything that they said because some of it is just, I don't want to repeat it. But, to be honest, half the stuff they say now is a bit of a blur to me. I got it all in the the police report. Like, it's all there because it's fresh in my head then. And I just remember hearing giant bangs on my door. Like, my door is just there. And I heard, like, thud, thud, thud. And I was like, obviously startled. I was like, who the fuck is that? It was like, I'd say about 5 in the morning or something at this time. And I called the police again, and I got the operator, and I said, hey, someone's just banged on my door. What do I do? What do I do? The operator said, ready? The operator said, go outside and take a look. Like, what the fuck? Me being so scared and I didn't know what to do. I did what they said, went outside to take a look. I was so scared and nervous, I literally vomited. I've never been so scared that I vomited before in my life. And I literally went outside and just vomited. And said, there's no one here. And I was, like, hyperventilating. Like, okay, like, the attitude they had was, like, whatever, don't care. And it pissed me off so much. Went back inside, hung up, and said, get the police here now. And then they messaged me saying, whoa, we just saw you puke outside, like, what the fuck? And then they were messaging me going, how come the police ain't here? Now, I already called the police, I was waiting for them, so I was like, oh, they're not here because I don't trust the police, you know, trying to get, like, I don't know what I was trying to do, I was, like, get them on my side, I have no fucking idea. And then they were like, we'll sell your stuff back for you for like 500 quid. And I was like, fine, yeah, sure. Thinking I could set up like a trap or something to like get my shit back before, like, so when the police come, they can like intercept or do something. I don't know. Anyway, they actually ended up sending me a picture of all our stuff that they stole. And I was like, I just don't get why they had to like rub it in. Like, you've already robbed us. You've already made us feel violated in our own home, and then you had to do that. Like, what the fuck? So we waited for the police for 7 hours. 7 hours in actual hell, like being harassed, thinking, oh my god, they're outside, oh my god, they're gonna come back at any minute. Like, 7 hours of that. It was literally like feeling so helpless and scared, no one coming to help you. Like, the night shift police that were supposed to come never fucking came. It ended up being the guys that took over for the daytime. And they came over, they were lovely. They were, like, saying how disgusted they were of the operator, how no one should have gone through that. No one should have told me to go outside. And they were like, we'll do anything we can to help you. And they changed all our locks for us. It was so lovely. They changed all our locks for us, back door and front door. They put us on a first call, so as soon as a situation happened, if we called the police, a squad would be sent out straight away. We were like priority. So they were like really lovely. And they said they were going to send a forensic team down. And at this time, I hadn't seen Toothless, like, all night, or day, I guess. And when I did find her, she was, like, hidden away in some towels. Sorry, I burped. And she was, she wasn't really scared. I don't know what it was. She wasn't really, like, scared. She wasn't batting, because I've seen her scared. She'll run up to me, and I've got a video. She will run up to me and hug me if she's scared. And she wasn't doing that. She was just laying there licking herself. And when I finally got her out with a treat, I noticed she was limping. And I was like, oh, those motherfuckers, because I just remembered seeing all my furniture smashed around. I thought, what if they hit something and it landed on her and hurt her? Or what if they kicked her? Like, if they can do that to me, like, rob me and then abuse me, why wouldn't they do that to my cat? So I was then like, holy shit, they've fucking hurt her. They've actually hurt a cat, like an innocent cat that did nothing. And then the forensic team came over. And we looked at, like, what they touched, and we were just in for prints, and he was saying that most people wear gloves, so we probably won't find any prints. And then I noticed on the wall, which sadly I've painted over, or else I would have shown you, I saw kind of, like, 4 fingers, like, dragging down a little bit in blood. Like, it was very faint, and I was like, where'd that come from? And I thought, oh, my boyfriend cut himself, maybe he touched it, so I asked Cam, and he says, no, I didn't touch that wall. I did cut myself, but I never touched that wall. So the forensic person was like, oh, we'll take blood samples just in case. So he did. And I took Toothless to the vet because I was worried about her leg. I took her to the vet, and the vet said on her right leg, it looked like she had a giant bruise from possibly being kicked, which I then explained to her about the burglary, saying I'd never kick my cat, but this happened, so, because I was like, I'm not getting enough, like, child abuse from my baby, nah. So I was like, okay, this is what happened, and she's like, okay, let me inspect the cat a bit further. We don't know, like, she could have been fed something, or, anything could have happened, so did a lot of, like, testing on her. All the blood work came back A-okay. And we noticed on also her right paw that she had 3 of her nails had broken off. And I said, well, isn't that normal? Like, cats grab on things and can snap their nails. And she was like, yes. But usually if it's 3 consecutive ones, they've clearly grabbed into something really hard. And with the force and how deep it goes, it snapped the nail off. And usually, if they're using a cat post, it'll be 1 or 2 nails. Like, 1 there, 1 there. But these were 3 in a row. So whatever she got her claws into, she clearly fucking hated. And wanted to rip to shreds. And later on, almost dropped my camera. Later on, with all the police stuff that's going on, they said they found him due to the blood on the wall. And then they ended up, like, doing a court hearing and blah, 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 blah. He pleaded innocent. It's like, yo, yeah, it weren't me. It's like, sir, your blood is on the wall. Yeah, no, my mate, like, cut me, took my blood and, like, put it on there to, frame me, man. It's conspiracy, fucking Illuminati, man. Illuminati. It was like, why are you pleading innocent? Your fingerprints are here, the fucking blood is on the wall, like. And also, when they took him into custody, they noticed something. He had a lot of scratches on his face. So, from that, when they got told that, I kind of put together what happened. He must have come through the door. And Toothless always, if someone comes through the door, no matter what it is, she always comes to the door to see who it is and what's going on. Now, what I got it in my head is that he probably tried to stroke her to be like, hey, good cat, fuck off. Or, like, pushed her, to be like, fuck off, get away. I'm going with the push. And Toothless is very playful. So if you wiggle your fingers around her or do something like that, she will play, and she will play hard. Like, she's rough, So I'm assuming that happened, and then she tried to play. But the thing is, she's never once ever gone for our faces. She pawed my face once, and I told her off, and she's never done it again. But she's never ever gone for someone's face, so I don't know why she would have gone for his face straight away, unless he kicked her first. Then she was like, oh, you want to play? Oh, you want to play? And then she just went, whoosh, fucking face hugger on him and ripped the shit out of his face. That's the only thing I can think of, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie, I'm super proud of her, like, for doing that. Like, I never thought that she'd protect us. I will say, since all of it's happened, she didn't really like going to the door anymore, so I had to start giving her treats when someone came in, so she feels more comfortable when someone comes in, but she will not let anyone upstairs. I don't know if he tried to go upstairs and she attacked him there, or what, but she doesn't like anyone going upstairs. She will hiss at them, and she will, like, bat at their legs. Oh, I almost dropped again. And she'll, like, bat at their legs. She doesn't like anyone going upstairs unless I'm with them. She doesn't like anyone going upstairs. And she's also been a bit more wary of feet. So I definitely think she was kicked. She's been very wary of feet. But she seems to be doing good now. Seems to be doing good. And I didn't even know this until I talked to, like, the Lancashire Telegraph, that when he was in court, he eventually did plead guilty to everything, apart from calling me, but everyone knew that was bullshit. But basically, Apparently in court, his, what's it called, barrister, whatever, the person that defends him, said, oh, it's not his fault. He was high on cocaine. Yeah, because that, oh, you know what? Let him go. That makes everything fine. He's high on cocaine. Yeah, that's totally fine. Like, bitch, what the fuck? No. Like, fucking lock him up, throw away the key. Like, that's just another charge to get him on. High on cocaine. High on cocaine. Like, that is another illegal thing. And then apparently the amount he was snorting, like, a doctor replied saying if he was snorting that much, his heart would stop and he would be dead. So, he must be built like a fucking brick shit house, because how is he alive? But anyway, apparently that was his defence. I was on cocaine. And the judge or whatever, gave him fucking probation. Right. Probation. So, he got released for a short period of time. Now, when that happened, I was so scared. Like, legit so scared. I actually didn't tell my boyfriend, so if he's watching this, I'm sorry. I didn't tell him because I didn't want him panicking or worrying more than he already was. Like, after the incident, he would sleep on the couch with a baseball bat. Like, I didn't see him in my bed for like a month. Like, it was awful. We had, like, our relationship really struggled. Like, we were engaged. I don't think I've mentioned that on this channel. We're engaged. And basically, all of our money had to go to replacing our stuff, and then my boyfriend spent like 300 quid on security measures, and he still wants to spend more money on it, and it's like, well, we're supposed to get married, so we've had to postpone the wedding because of all this, which really fucking sucks. And yeah, so I didn't tell him because I didn't want him freaking out all over again. And he ended, and I remember, like, I was like, where was that? So he got on probation. I didn't tell my boyfriend, and basically on his probation, he stole a 60 grand car. Fucking hell. Like, this judge must be fucking thick. I'm sorry, but he must be. He fucking stole from me. He stole from another person at that time that we know of. And I've said on the phone, like, when he called me, he said, oh, people on the street need to learn to lock their doors. I've got so much stuff out of them. He posts it on his Facebook saying, hey, I stole this, hey, I stole that, hey, you know what I mean? And then he also calls me for like 7 fucking hours of hell. Calls me non-stop, messages me non-stop. And this barrister's like, yeah, let him go. Okay, sure. That seems logical. He definitely won't go back to doing it because, you know, he's definitely got a soul. Like, so he steals that fucking 60-man car and he's been given like 38 months. Okay, sure. So he can appeal after 18. That's great. We don't know where my stuff is. We're not going to get any of that money back. Like, he's set back my wedding. He had made my house no longer feel like a home. Like, it doesn't feel like a home anymore. I'm trying my hardest to make it feel like a home. Like, I'm painting it. I want to remodel it. I want to just kind of, like, change it and just feel better. And this motherfucker's just got, like, basically 18 months. And he stole from so many other people as well. He boasts about it. I think he thinks he's the fucking Joker. I think he thinks he's one of those, like, cool bad guys or whatever. But he ain't. He's the fucking Hound out of Game of Thrones. He's fucking got a whole burnt mark on the side of his fucking face. He's a fucking wannabe, honestly. He's a wannabe badass. And he ain't fucking doing it right, I tell you that. Just, honestly, this whole situation, with all the legal stuff in the court, it's great that we've caught him. Don't get me wrong, it's great, but what do I do now? Like, you've only put him away for 18 months and he fucking destroyed my home. Like, he destroyed my home. He's hurt my relationship. He's hurt my future. I was supposed to get married next year. Not to mention, like, with Toothless. Just can't believe all the shit he's getting away with, honestly. But as an update, I have a new job. I'm a carer now, which is actually one of my dream jobs. Toothless is fine. She's great. And we're moving along. We're trying to, at least. And with my YouTube channel, I have got a video, just my computer was damaged. Like, my laptop was basically crushed. So luckily it wasn't stolen, to be fair. But that had all my editing software on it. My dad's giving me his old computer, and it's good, but I need to re-download all my editing software, and I need to get, you know, the intro clip again and all this other stuff, and I just haven't been able to find time for it so far, and I really want to do it again. Oh my god, like, it's just the editing. I can record it, just the editing, man, and I'm very tempted to just put it all together and just send it out in its raw form, just so it's out there, and then I can do other videos. But yeah, anyway, so that's it. Claw and Order, Ruthless Toothless, Chapter 1. So if you've followed this, then thank you. I'll put, like, the actual what's it called, articles, that's the word, articles in the description below. Alright, I look like trash. I know I look like a man. I know.